Coming up next, high school volleyball on your sports leader in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
Welcome to WLCS TV 20. It's Lorain High School Girls Volleyball. Rob Polinsky, Joe Bach with you. Another season of girls volleyball fall sports upon us in 2018. Tonight it's Lorain, their first match of 2018, going up against the Open Door Patriots, who have a record of 0-1. Open Door yesterday opened their season, last night opened their season, losing to Black River. For the Lorain Titans and coach Chantil Jackson in her second year as head coach of the Titans, they will take on Open Door, who is coached by Dan Stinsman. He's also in his second year as coach of Open Door. And Lorain is in the dark blue uniforms. Joe, Open Door, they're in the light blue with red numerals.
Another year, Rob. Seems like we were just here.
It does. It does. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the varsity team for Lorain. It'll be Jalissa Williams, Ariana Washington. The libero is Emily Van Horn. Also starting Talia Harris, Sydney Patterson, Janae Harrison, and Jersey Fisk. For Open Door, they'll go with Maddie Stinsman, Emily Ford, Haley Selmeyer, Maria Guzman, Emerson Dobbins, and Kaylee Stinsman. And serving for Lorain is Ariana Washington. Her first serve is good, and we are underway. Washington with the set, right side of the front row. The spike is dug out nicely by the Patriots, and they'll get that point. With the kill attempt was Jersey Fisk, and that was dug out very, very nicely by Open Door, and they get the first point of the match. To remind you, we play the best 3 games out of 5, and you play to 25. You score on every point. That ace on the serve by junior Haley Selmeyer, and Open Door takes an early 2-0 lead. Pretty young team, Joe, for Lorain this year. As I look at the roster, they have 3 seniors on the team, but a ton of sophomores and juniors. And we have a stoppage in play as checking out the starting lineups and possibly the rotations here for the teams. So, looks like Dan Stinsman is going to come over and have a conversation or getting a couple girls to switch here. So anyway, the scoreboard says 1-1, and they are going to give that point, take that point off the board and give it to Lorain, some kind of an illegal rotation. Yep. I thought you and I just had those, Joe, but evidently.
No.
So what'd you do this summer? What's been going on with you?
Oh, it's not too much.
Not too much.
Not too much. It was too fast. Oh my gosh, I can't believe.
Well, I had a nice. I got to go to Colorado in late May because I had goddaughter had her first communion, and I had a family reunion in Tahoe, and those were a couple of highlights of my summer.
Good.
Because I know you're concerned about what I did this summer.
Yeah. Oh no,
and,
that's great.
You know, more recently, I was able to spend some quality time with your fiance.
Yeah, that was.
That might even top going to Colorado and Tahoe.
It's like, where in the heck is she? You know, it was like 5 minutes turned into 10, 10 turned into 20. So my son and his wife had their first anniversary. We took them out to dinner.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, and so we're just talking, and she went to the restroom, and 10, 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, what the heck? And then look at my phone, and it's Rob, and he's holding my fiance hostage. If you ever go to
the establishment,
Wood and Wine there in Avon, my gosh, don't you get the lasagna? It's good for the whole table.
Oh, you got that right.
Oh my gosh.
So there was a stoppage in play there for a while as Open Door had the illegal shift, so the point went to Lorain, and then Lorain serves it into the net, and that was Maya Robinson. So that gives Open Door a 2-1 lead. Let's hope we've got everything set up now.
And you know I hate those unforced errors, Rob.
Yes, I know you do.
If you remember last year.
But early in the year, those happen.
Yeah, they do.
You know, have you ever seen an official with a knee? It looks like that young gentleman over there on the far side, Joe, with that right knee brace.
Yeah, I saw that.
We're going to have a set, and hitting it over the net for Lorain is Leah Thomas. And the point goes to the Titans. We're tied at 2 early on in game 1, just underway from Lorain. It's the first game of the year for the Titans. And for Open Door, again, they come in with a record of 0-1. And now it's Emily Van Horn who will serve for the Titans. You play the best 3 out of 5 games. You go to 25. Each point counts, so whether you're serving or not, the points count.
Yeah, it's called rally serving. I changed
rally
that.
Scoring, yep. Kaylee Stinchman with the spike for Open Door. Sorry about that, Joe.
Oh, that's
3-2
okay.
Patriots. You're right, that rally scoring system, which has been in play for several years now. Beautiful ace right on the line by Stinchman, the senior, and it's 4-2 Open Door.
Yeah, I remember some matches way back when they went on for hours because if you didn't serve it in, nobody got a point, so you had to serve to get the point. And yeah,
and they would call it a side out if you were the team on defense, and if you got the serve back. So yeah, it could go on forever. You're right. Stinchman with another good serve, and it's going to get played on the 3rd hit by the Titans, and they send it over to the Patriots side. Set right there in the middle of the front row, dug out by Van Horn in the back. Set left side of the front row, and hitting that over and in for the Titans is going to be Aaliyah Thomas. So early on in game 1, Open Door has a 4-3 lead. Lorain in the dark blue uniforms. They've got the gray numerals. They are the team serving. Open Door, they're in the lighter blue uniforms with red numerals, I should say, lighter blue jerseys. Open Door, if you're wondering, is on West Ridge Road in Elyria. I used to live not too far from there, Joe, right down the street.
well,
That spike attempt is going to go long and out of bounds from Haley Selmeyer, and we are tied at 4. If you're familiar where White House Water is there at West Ridge 113,
sure.
Open Doors right there.
now you're closer to your favorite bud.
That's true. And we'll get to that in a second. 3rd hit goes over by Open Door. From the middle of the front row, Titans send it back. Dug out from the back row. Set middle of the front row. Selmeyer with the spike. It's going to be good. Off of a diving attempt. A nice job there. Amaya Robinson, the senior for Lorain, tried to dive and get her left arm on it. Couldn't control it. And Open Door takes a 5-4 lead. But I know you're speaking of our good friend and WLCS employee, all-around good guy, Bob Schlumbaker.
Yeah, when I told him you were working the game, he's like, "Oh man, I wish I was working it." He said, "You get all the fun. Get to work with Rob."
Middle of the front row, it's sent over for the Titans by Sydney Patterson. You know, Joe, I had to tell that story about your fiance, so I had to make sure you were here today.
Somehow I don't think you believe Rob seeing your favorite bud there.
Oh, heck yeah. Substitution for Lorain, Julissa Williams. A sophomore comes in to the front row. And serving will be Talia Harris, the junior.
Well, I guarantee you, Rob, you have plenty of opportunities this season.
Good. We'll look forward to it.
So, yeah. And you're a busy guy. You're working with WEOL and doing the stuff with Kent State.
We're all busy, Joe, you included. But yeah, it's good stuff. It's fun. It's great to be back at it. And from the right side of the front row, hitting it into the net, not hitting it over Sydney Patterson. An Open Door takes a 7-5 lead, and this 2-point lead is the biggest we've had in this very close game 1 so far. Van Horn slides to get that one. Now from the back row, hitting it over. Nice job there for the Titans. Crystal Colazzo.
Oh, that was nice.
And the Titans will get the point. And they trail 7-6. We've been tied at 2, at 4, and at 5. And Lorain is going to try to tie it at 7 right here with Sydney Patterson serving. High serve that goes to about the middle of the court for Open Door. Left side of the front row, Stinchman sends it over, and Patterson dug it out nicely. Colasso puts it back over for the Titans, and Open Door with a kill, and that is going to be just out. Well, that was very, very close, and it's just out, and we're tied at 7. And Patterson will serve again and try to give Lorain the first lead of this game 1. Jump serve, nicely done by Patterson. Dug out there by Terrell for open door, and the Patriots will get the point. Nobody home. That spike beautifully put right in the middle of the court. Nobody there for the Titans. So open door still has not trailed in game one. They lead at 8-7. Good serve. Julissa Williams sends it over to Sydney Patterson, who puts it over. Now open door, putting that over is Maria Guzman, and a point for the Patriots. Maria Guzman, a senior, makes it 9-7. Into the net. Now sending it over on the third hit are the Titans. Good job. Set there by Emily Ford for open door, and the Patriots, Joe, they take their biggest lead here in game one. It's now 10-7, and they've scored 3 consecutive points since we were tied at 7. Another good deep serve. There's going to be a set by Washington, sent back over by Julissa Williams. Played in the back row by the Patriots, and they'll send it over, but that's going to go wide and out of bounds. Point for the Titans. They trail 10-8.
All right, needed that point.
Yep. So going back to serve is sophomore Ariana Washington. Joe and I mentioned earlier that this is a pretty young Lorain team for Chantel Jackson. And Washington, one of those young ladies, just a sophomore. Serve forward with the set, sent over by Stinsman. Played by the Titans. And there's going to be a point, as with the kill is Julissa Williams, another sophomore, and it's 10-9. You know, Joe, when you're as young as the Titans are, I'm sure Chantel Jackson, not quite sure what you're going to get in that first match. Especially early on, until you get rid of those jitters. I don't care how much you practice, Joe, and Varsity is just different. Van Horn sets it, and it's sent back over by Jersey Fisk. She's another sophomore. And a point go to the Titans. They tie it at 10. And in the last couple of points, we've been talking about the youth, and there you've seen it with Washington, Williams, and Fisk all getting points, and they are all sophomores. Washington with the serve. Stinsman with a kill. That's going to be good. Boy, Kaylee Stinsman, she's a senior. That big hitter on the left side of the front row gives open door an 11-10 lead.
Yeah, I got a chance to watch the ladies in their first, it was kind of an exhibition match. They played, it was an alumni game. It was the Varsity versus some alumni. And it was a pretty spirited, very close game. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
And then I read where these young ladies got together and they had the deal where they were playing and the money was raised for the homeless. I was really glad to see that. Janae Harrison puts it into the net, point for open door.
Yeah, a very nice fundraiser, good cause.
Was that part of that, what you're speaking of, Joe? Or
yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, after the match, they got ready and they camped outside.
No kidding.
Lived out, or stayed outside for the night.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Serving will be Emily Ford. She's a junior. Ford sends it over. There's Washington. Right back for Julissa Williams, and it's going to be a point for the Titans. They trail 13-11.
Titans still not able to get over the hump. They've tied it several times, but had never had the lead in this, I do believe.
You are correct. We've had ties at 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, and 10, but Lorain has never led. You are correct. And they're within 2 points right now. Ford with the set for open door, and early on in this match, Joe, nobody for Lorain has stepped up to Kaylee Stinsman. They're setting up Stinsman. She's doing a great job, and one has to assume that her dad is Dan Stinsman, who's the head coach. You've got two young ladies on the team named Stinsman and the head coach with the same name. I'm going to assume those are his daughters.
Probably a pretty good assumption.
A play at the net. I think we had somebody go into the net, and the point will go to the Titans as Emily Ford, I think, there went into the net, Joe, and that gives Lorain the point. They trail 14-12. Yeah, great to have another sports season underway on WLCS TV 20. Before we got on the air, Joe, you were telling me that the boys' soccer match from last night is already up and going. That's great.
Yep.
So dug out and then sent back over. There's going to be another kill, and that is the younger Stinsman, the sophomore Maddie Stinsman with a kill, and it's 15-12 open door.
Yeah, the boys soccer team christened the new field with the first varsity event there. It was a 6-0 win over Cleveland John Hay.
So this fall, WLCS TV 20 is going to have boys soccer, girls soccer, football, volleyball, and at all levels too. I mean, you're going to have varsity, and there's an ace right there. No, they're going to call that out.
That was another close one.
Yes, it was, and I was right. They are giving that point to open door. The scoreboard says 16-12.
I thought he called it out.
I did too. Whether it was
he over? No, it's our.
Okay, he did. It's the scoreboard that got it wrong. It should be 15-13 open door. They've got it 16-12, but it is 15-13.
I hope hope somebody catches that.
And send it over on the third hit by Stinsman. Now they've given. Yep. Now they do fix it, and there is going to be. Is that in? Yes, it is. It's in. So it's 15-14. Titans get a couple of really close calls here, Joe.
Yeah, in this match, one little point could make a difference. Yep.
And they do correct the scoreboard, so they're on top of it. Crystal Colazzo, a junior, will set. She's an outside hitter and a setter. Dug out by the Patriots. Ford with the set. Middle of the front row. Stinsman will put it over. She did a great job, Joe, of controlling her body that she didn't hit the net, and gives open door a 16-14 lead.
Yeah, open door early on had some very strong net play.
Serving for the Patriots will be Abby Humphreys. Dug out by the Titans. Set by Ford. Stinsman puts it over, but no, she hits it into the net, and that gives the Titans the point 16-15. The biggest lead Open Door has had is 3 points in game one. They've had it a couple of times, 10-7, 13-10, 15-12, but that is the biggest lead, and Lorain has not led. So it's been a very, very close game one. Titans with the serve, Ford with the set, left side of the front row, Stinsman sends it over. Dug out by the Titans and sent back over. Now he's back onto the Titans side. Dug out, battled the middle of the front row. Titans again sent it over. This is the longest rally of the match by far. Stinsman with a kill. Dug out and very nice by the back row by Talia Harris. Sent back over by Emily Van Horn. Ford with the set. Stinsman in the middle of the front row. The kill is good. And Open Door leads 17-15 in what was easily the longest and best rally of this game. Titans with a lot of seniors they had to replace from last year, Joe, and it'll be interesting to see how Coach Jackson's team performs with these young ladies.
Coach Jackson, pretty young coach herself.
She is that. They're all young compared to you and I, Joe. Ford sets it, middle of the front row. Set now by Ariana Washington of Lorain. Van Horn again with the set for the Titans. Dugout or for the Open Door Patriots. And Julissa Williams will get the kill off of a Patriot at 17-16. Open Door with a 1-point lead. Again, we want to point out you play to 25. And it's 3 games out of 5. If we get to a 5th game, then that one goes to 15. You must win by 2, we should also say, because this one's been so close. I wouldn't be surprised if we go past 25 in game 1, Joe. There's the jump serve off the top of the net, and it's an ace. Just enough for Sydney Patterson, and we're tied at 17. This is our first tie since it was 10-all.
Yeah, it's Lorain. Now this is Lorain's first opportunity now to take the lead.
You are correct. Another jump serve. That one is under the net. Point to Open Door. 18-17 Patriots.
I tell you, both teams really doesn't look like they're early in the season. This is very good volleyball.
Agreed. Titans play it from the back row, sending it over. A nice job by Julissa Williams. Got it on the third hit. Van Horn sets up Stinsman. Played in the back row by Talia Harris. Nice job by her, but an illegal hit on that set. I think it was set improperly by Washington, and that will give Open Door the point. So the Patriots lead 19-17. Play right at the net, and it's going to be a point for Open Door, and they take a 20-17 lead. Nothing Ariana Washington could do that time. Janae Harrison came over. Again, a couple of sophomores right now in that front row for Lorain. As they desperately try to get the serve back down 3. Harrison with the set. Williams will send it over. Dugout back row by the Patriots. Stinsman with another kill, and Joe, when they set up Kaylee Stinsman, it's just all Open Door. And there's a timeout for Lorain as Open Door has their biggest lead of game 1 at 21-17. While we've got a minute, Joe, we want to let everybody know that the 2018 Lorain High football discount cards, they're now available. These cards are good. And you can get one of the football players or see Mr. Brian Corey to get yours. Again, the Titan football players sell those. Brian Corey, the Lorain City Schools athletic director, sells them. And 2018 Lorain High football discount cards, they are good for McDonald's, Family Video, Auntie Anne's Pretzels, BWW, Marco's Pizza, Domino's, Yala's, IHOP, Subway, Quiznos, Wolfie's, Quaker Steak and Lube, Harry Buffalo, Crystal Clean Cleaners. I think you need to go to the cleaners after you probably drop some sauce on you as you go to all those places. Scorchers, Ziggy's, Brown Bag Burgers, Denny's, Olympia Sports, Leonosi's Spaghetti House. All those places are thank them also for making it possible.
And Rob, if you use that card twice, it'll pay for itself.
Sure.
Plus, you're helping out a good cause.
Yes, you are. So see one of the Titan players or Mr. Corey to get your football card. There's a block in the middle of the front row. Ford and Stinsman tag team, and now Open Door with their biggest lead at 5 points at 22-17. They are just 3 points away from game 1. That serve will go wide out of bounds. Hitting it wide and out was Emerson Dobbins, and that makes it 22-18.
Right.
With the Titans running out of time, they need some points here off the serve of Ariana Washington. Washington, and in front of a diving Patriot, Maria Guzman. That's an ace. It's 22-19. Game 1, you play 3 games out of 5. Washington again. Ford with the set, right side of the front row, sent back over. Dug out by Williams, set by Washington. Hitting it over is Jersey Fisk. Patriots dig it out. Emily Van Horn from the back sends it over. Ford puts it back over to the Titan side. On the third hit, Jalissa Williams right back to Open Door. And the block is going to go out of bounds, but off of the block, so that's a point for Open Door.
Yeah, that was a big point.
Yep, Haley Selmeyer with the kill. 23-19 Patriots. I shouldn't say out of bounds, because once you make the block, it doesn't matter once it lands.
Right.
And coming out will be Maria Guzman, and coming in for her is Abby Humphreys. So Emily Ford serving for Open Door. There's the set, and a little miscommunication, it looked like, by the Titans. Washington. Williams will send it over, third hit, and that is going to be ruled in. And the Titans get the point.
No, it was out.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So
Yeah,
that's
another close call, though.
Yeah, I just misread the.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
24-19. Ford to Van Horn. Open Door with a chance to win game 1 right here, but will not be able to do
not so
because
fast here, Rob.
Jalissa Williams dinks it over, and the Titans get the point. They trail 24-20.
No, need a rally here.
Yes, we do. They have to get at least 4 consecutive points to keep game 1 going, Joe. And coming in to serve to see if she can do just that, Amaya Robinson, one of the 3 seniors on the team. Her, Van Horn, and Sydney Patterson are your senior leaders. Nice first serve that Van Horn digs out. Stinsman for game 1. Blocked right back at her by Jersey Fisk. Right side of the front row. Dug out nicely there by Washington. Sent back by Fisk to the back row for Open Door. Ford with the set. The kill is going to be picked up by Van Horn. Van Horn, third hit off the top of the net, and that point will go to the Titans. They stay in game one, trailing 24-21. This has been a fun first game, Joe.
Sure has.
And the Titans need to serve 3 more points to stay in game one, as it's game point for Open Door, leading 24-21, and that serve is going to go wide out of bounds, and Open Door wins game one by a final of 25-21.
Yeah, well, Rob, that ends the first set, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the second.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. Make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim or e-claim for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits, online VA claims made simple.
Game two gets underway with Open Door winning game one 25-21. Van Horn, or I should say Emily Ford, serves it.
Hey, what do you know?
And Joe, that gives Lorain their first lead of the night.
Yeah.
1-0. They were unable to ever lead in game one, trailing 25-21. We were tied at 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 10, and the last time we were tied was at 17. But Lorain never got the lead in game one. Stinsman with the kill, and it's picked up by in the back row by the Titans. Set in there, Williams with her kill attempt. Left side of the front row is long and out of bounds, and we are tied at 1 in game two. Open Door record 0-1, lost Monday night to Black River for the Lorain Titans. This is their first match. Lorain will come right back and play at home Thursday against Elyria. Joe, that's always a great match, and I know you and Jay Ferguson and WLCS will be right back here.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yep. And that always brings out a good crowd, rivalry, Lorain-Elyria.
2-1, Lorain leads. Off the top of the net, and that's going to be an ace for the Titans as the serve just went off the top of that net. 3-1, and that's a good serve by Amaya Robinson.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's one of the more difficult. It hits that net, and it changes direction and speed, and you just don't know what to do.
Serve. Ford with the set. She's done a good job setting for Open Door. Sent over, dug out nicely by the Titans. Right side of the, or I should say left side of the front row with that kill attempt was Aaliyah Thomas. Dug out by the Patriots and sent back. Van Horn will set it up for Fisk. And they went off of a blocker for Open Door, and it's 4-1 Titans. So let's see if that first game kind of woke up the Titans a little bit. Joe, we mentioned how young they are. First varsity match, first game. Now they've got a little experience. Let's see if this helps in game two. They already have a 4-1 lead. And the right side of the front row, Kaylee Stinsman with her kill attempt that's dug out by the Titans, and that one's going to go off of the banner here.
Curtain.
The curtain at mid-court, and the point will go to Open Door. Thank you. I couldn't think of what to call that.
An obstacle.
Yeah, yes.
For the Titans,
right.
On that play.
Yes, it was. And it will be Kaylee Stinsman, a senior, to serve. Her team trails 4-2. Kaylee's dad, Dan Stinsman, is the head coach of Open Door. Jersey Fisk hits it over for the Titans on the third hit. And from the middle of the front row, it's hit out of bounds. Young lady that time, Emerson Dobbins for Open Door, put it out of bounds, and the Titans lead 5-2. We talk about it, but again, this is the first match of the year. But to remind you, I just think that momentum is such a big thing in volleyball, maybe more so than in any of the other sports. And early on in game 2, it looks like the Titans have gotten some of the momentum back that Open Door enjoyed in game 1. As they hit it into the net, 5-3. And the serving is Maria Guzman for Open Door. Jersey Fisk right side of the front row. Sends it back to the Patriots side. Patriots send it over. Van Horn from the back row, middle of the front row. Patterson had it blocked. And that is 4 hits on Lorain. The point will go to Open Door. They trail 5-4. Guzman to serve for Open Door, an opportunity for the Patriots to try to tie game 2 here early on. Emily Van Horn, middle of the front row. Forward, instead of setting it, she's done all night. She dinks it over. That was a beautiful play by the junior setter for Open Door, and we are tied at 5.
Yeah, no communication there on Lorain.
But you know, Joe, I think that's the first time she's done that all night. She has been their setter.
Yep.
And she caught him, and Guzman serves it into the net. Point for the Titans. Titans lead 6-5, and 2 of Lorain's points have come off of serves that went into the net for Open Door.
Hey, we'll take it.
Take it any way you get it. But again, just to remind the viewers that another season of fall sports, WLCS TV 20 is here, and again, we'll have boys soccer, girls soccer, volleyball. Also going to have football, of course, home and away games, Joe Bach. So
absolutely,
you'll have all kinds of coverage for the fall sports on WLCS TV 20.
Looking for an exciting season of football. My favorite sport.
It always is. Is it really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. And from the back row, hitting it into the net, it's going to be Haley Selmeyer.
Oh, last year basketball was so exciting.
That's true.
No,
Has been for a while.
it has.
And football has as well. 8-5, Titans lead by 3. Crystal Colazo with the serve, and that will go out of bounds. It was wide, 8-6. The Patriots down 2. Serving Maddie Stinsman. And into the net, trying to put it over for the Titans. Unable to do so was Amaya Robinson. 8-7 Lorain. Open Door leads 1-0 here. And again, you play 3 games out of 5. That constitutes the match. A little miscommunication there for the Titans, but Emily Van Horn on the third hit gets it over. Van Horn with the set. Dobbins will send it over. Van Horn digs it out. And coming up, putting it over are the Titans. Again, Ford, this time she is going to set up Selmeyer. Dug out by the Titans. Patterson right back to the Patriots. And from the middle of the front row, getting the spike, and it's good, is going to be Emerson Dobbins, and we're tied at 8. Told you how young the Titans are, and Joe, the Patriots kind of the opposite. They have 6 seniors according to their roster, where Lorain just has 3. Sydney Patterson hits it into that. Open Door has scored 4 straight points, and they have taken a 9-8 lead.
That's their first lead of this
yes,
second
it is.
set.
And I wonder if having maybe a little more experience early on in the year, Joe, maybe that's helping the Patriots tonight a little bit. Sydney Patterson,
that was
right there,
wicked.
puts it straight down.
Wow.
Patterson, one of the seniors for the Titans, ties it at 9.
Yeah, big shout out to Jane Morales. He's in the house tonight taking pictures for Club TV 20.
Good to have Jay with us again. Tied at 9 in game 2. Dobbins is blocked, and the Titans on the third hit will get it over. A beautiful job. Van Horn again, left side of the front row. Van Horn digs that kill attempt, and she'll send it over on the third hit. And there's an illegal hit on the Patriots.
There's a lift.
Yep. That illegal hit will go on Haley Selmeyer, and that will give Lorain the point, and the Titans lead 10-9. Good deep serve And what do we have here? A double hit, I think maybe on the return off of the libero Julian Terrell for open door. Makes it 11-9. And Titans with another point. Dobbins put it into the net on the third hit. And it's 12-9. Again, we have a timeout for open door. So the Titans have a 12-9 lead. And we want to remind you, for Titans Titan supporters, first responders, the football game on September 21st of this year, athletic trainers are going to be selling spirit wear, and a portion of those proceeds are going to go to the Lorain County Blue Foundation. So please purchase a t-shirt, wear it to the game. And to do so, if you want to get your money and order forms in, you need to do that to Mrs. Hilko. She is in room B100. And you need to do that by Friday, September 14th. So get your money and your order forms into Mrs. Hilko.
They're great looking shirts.
It looks like there's an email of B100 at Lorain High, and Joe Bach says they're great looking shirts. They've got to be. So that is going to be on the September 21st home game. That's Lorain County Blue Foundation. Please purchase your t-shirt, wear it to the game. You need to do that by the 14th of September. So coming off the timeout, Titans serving, leading by 3. Dobbins puts it over for the Patriots. Right side of the front row, Sydney Patterson will put it deep. Dug out by the Patriots, Maria Guzman. Sent back over. Titans left side of the front row, Julissa Williams, and it'll be a point for Lorain, and they have their biggest lead of the night, 13-9 here in game 2. Guzman from the back row. Dobbins will put it back over to the middle of the court for Lorain. Left side of the front row, just getting over Julissa Williams. Did a good job of keeping that in bounds. Dobbins to the back row. Dug out there by Amaya Robinson. And the point will go to open door. They trail 13-10. 3 ties in this game at 1, 5, and 8. Lorain's first lead of the match came at 1-0. Williams thinks it over, and was she into the net? I believe so. Yes. So it is going to be a point for open door. They trail 13-11. Patriots trailed just a minute ago by 4, 13-9, but consecutive points and now 3 straight points has gotten them right back in it. Joe, you think the Titans might be able to pull away, and you look up and open doors right back in it.
Right. And this serve here has got a wicked spin to it. I don't know if you noticed the last couple times they tried to return this.
Okay, there looks like a good serve. Dug out. Williams with the kill. And that's nicely done into the Patriot bench. And Lorain leads 14-12. Coming back in for the Titans is Janae Harrison. Middle blocker back into the match. And serving is senior Sydney Patterson with that jump serve. She gets it over. Patriots are able to play it from the middle of the front row. Sent back over for the Patriots by Selmeyer. And hitting it out of bounds, wide and long, was Janae Harrison. 14-13 Lorain. Emily Ford, junior setter for open door. Serve into the net, point for open door, and we are tied at 14. It's a really important game too, Joe, for the Titans, because down 1-0, they do not want to fall behind 2-0 and have to win 3 consecutive games to win this. Obviously, much easier if they're able to win game 2 and tie this and turn it into a best of 3 to have an opportunity. But so this is a big game for them. Talia Harris puts it into the net. Open door leads 15-14. Ford puts it over. Third hit, Harrison just dinks it over. Ford with the set, left side of the front row, and it's hit long and out of bounds that time by Selmeyer, and we are tied at 15. It just might be one of those nights, Joe, where all the games are just close.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Well, they
game
look
one
pretty
was very,
evenly
very
matched.
close. And they've been evenly matched here so far, no doubt about it. That serve is wide and out of bounds. And it will be a point for Open Door. And Joe, sometimes in the close matches, those unforced errors, where they get even bigger. And if you can do the simple things like just serve it inbounds, you really give your team a chance. Harrison puts it over. Dug up by Ford, middle of the front row. Stinsman with a kill, and Open Door leads 17-15. And I think the difference in this match so far would be the play of senior Kaylee Stinsman. She wears number 14 for Open Door, Joe, and when she's in the middle of that front row, and they were able to set her up, she knows what to do.
Their net play's been really, really good.
Yeah, agreed. So Selmeyer to serve, and it is Van Horn can't get to it as it went off the back row of her teammate Robinson, and Open Door leads 18-15. Boy,
danger
Lorain
zone here.
just led 13-9. So it's a 9-2 run for Open Door after they trailed 13-9. Third hit, Julissa Williams sets it over. Stinsman to Ford, trying to set Stinsman back up, does so. Dug out nicely by the Titans, and we're going to get an illegal hit on the illegal lift on that set for Lorain, and it's 19-15. And now the run is 10-2 for Open Door after they trailed 13-9.
Any more points here? I think Coach needs to call a timeout. But
And that one's long.
Got to give me there, so that's good.
Selmeyer hits it long and out and gives Lorain the point. They trail 19-16. Substitutions for the Titans. Coming in to serve, as soon as I see her number, it looks like that will be Amaya Robinson. Amaya, one of the three seniors on this roster, just gets it over the net. Beautiful job. Selmeyer goes back to get it. Dobbins then will put it over. And the Titans aren't able to put it over the net. Nice job by Emerson Dobbins. That gives Open Door a 20-16 lead in game two. Open Door trying to take a 2-0 lead. Lorain trying to tie it here in this all-important game two. Kaylee Stinsman back to serve. Sent over on the third hit by the Titans. Ford will set it from the middle. And the kill is going to be blocked. Now they get it over, and that one is going to be out of bounds. It goes long and out, and Open Door leads 21-16. And there is the timeout, Joe, that you asked for. So timeout Titans, their first of game two. As earlier in this game, Open Door took a timeout. I want to remind you that Lorain City Schools Television, WLCS TV 20, on Spectrum Cable. You can now check out Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook. They'll have all your entertainment and informational needs. You can follow us on Twitter at LCS_TV 20. The YouTube station is Lorain Schools TV 20. Like Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook, and you get a chance to win some great prizes. And Joe, I know you're really pleased with the numbers that you've reaching through social media.
Oh yeah, we surpassed the 7,100 followers on Facebook, and a few weeks back we hit 1 million views on YouTube. So, for a school, that's I think it's quite an accomplishment.
Well, in comparison, I have all of, I think, 200 some followers on Twitter. You have 7,100, Joe.
Well, that's Facebook.
Okay, but I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think we have like 1,600 on Twitter.
Okay, that's really good too. Titans hit it out of bounds, 22-16. Open Door 3 points away from a 2-0 lead. Well,
social
I was
media
just
is
getting
so
a little
big,
sticky there with all my social media, how much
Hey,
I know about it.
No, you're.
And then I just put my foot in my mouth. Which
You're.
Stinsman hits it out of bounds. Point.
Yeah, I appreciate you like a lot of our stuff too, Rob. Hey, and I want to make mention too, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can't find us on Spectrum. Spectrum globally put all the educational channels on 1025, our channel is now.
Okay.
They did that nationwide.
And Patriots aren't able to put it over the net. That's a point for the Titans. They trail 22-18.
But we're not going to call ourselves TV 1025.
Let's see, do I get a new shirt then?
No. You're staying with the mantra TV 20, so.
Boy, when I was a kid, there was 3, 5, and 8. Now you're telling me you're 10-25?
10-25.
Wow. Left side of the front row. Patriots put it over. And sent back over by Aaliyah Thomas. And that's going to be a point for the Titans. And Joe, the Titans with 3 consecutive points have cut a 6-point lead in half. It's down to 3. They trail 22-19, and they still have the serve with Emily Van Horn. And you wonder if they get a little closer, will this put some pressure on Open Door? So Van Horn, a senior, into the net. Point for the Patriots. They are 2 points away from game 2.
Yeah. Big unforced error there.
Serve by Abby Humphreys into the net. Game point, Open Door. They lead 24-19. Senior Abby Humphreys will try to serve to give Open Door 2-0 lead. Sends it over. Played by the left side of the front row, and it's going to be a point for the Titans as they save a game point right there. Sydney Patterson.
Patterson says, not so fast.
24-20.
Extend this a little bit.
Joe, it was 24-20 in game 1 as well before Open Door went on to win 25-21. See if Lorain can get back into game 2 here. They trail 1-0. Crystal Collazo to serve, her team trailing 24-20 in game 2. Collazo sends it over. Dug out by Terrell. And the kill is going to be dug out nicely by the Titans. And from the back row, they send it back over, and there's an illegal hit on Open Door. And the point will give it to the Titans, and it's 24-21. Yeah. Titans trail by 3.
Keep our fingers crossed here. We need to score 5 more at least.
At least 3 to keep it going, because you got to win by 2.
Right.
Forward with the set. Middle of the front row, Dobbins. And that will give Open Door a 2-0 lead. And Joe, ironically, they have won the first 2 games. Identical scores, 25-21. That does it for game 2. Open Door takes a 2-0 lead. We'll be back with game 3 after this timeout. You're watching Titan Varsity Volleyball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yes, for a nicer day, huh?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Gonna get some big ones. Anybody want to wear a life jacket?
I'm good.
No life jacket? That's a deal breaker.
Daddy, you promised.
Daniel Stevens.
Yeah, give me one of those life jackets.
This message brought to you by the National Safe Boating Council and the women who nag you. Love you.
Game 3 just set to get underway. Titans trail 2-0. They've dug themselves a hole. Let's see if they can get out of it. As Open Door has won the first 2 games, 25-21, 25-21. Jalissa Williams puts it into the net. And Open Door takes a 1-0 lead to begin game 3. You win 3 games out of 5 to win volleyball match. So to win a volleyball match, I should say. So for the Titans, they've got to win 3 consecutive games to win this match. And Jalissa Williams dinks it to the middle of the floor. Nobody home for Open Door. We're tied at 1. Won't be easy, but let's see if Lorain, kind of an effort they have here, and I think early on in game 3, you're going to learn a lot, Joe. If they fall behind early, it could be really tough, but if they can get some confidence and play well at the beginning of this third game, it could go a long way. Aaliyah Thomas comes in for Lorain. Van Horn, the Stinsman. That's Aaliyah Thomas digging it out. Washington sends it over. Jersey Fisk will put it over for the Titans. And a nice kill left side of the front row. And that one comes from Haley Selmeyer. 2-1 open door.
Yeah, their net play all night has been exceptional.
So Selmeyer will go back to serve. Set for Thomas. She hits it long and out of bounds off the set of Ariana Washington. 3-1 open door. Again, the Patriots lead 2-0. They won by identical scores, 25-21 each game. That serve is going to be long and out of bounds. That gives the point to Lorain. They trail 3-2. That was another close serve there, but Emily Van Horn wisely saw it go long and out of bounds. Now she'll serve it off the top of the net, an ace, and we're tied at 3. You know, sometimes, Joe, in tennis, you see that like net cords, you know, off the top of a net and over, and we've seen that in volleyball as well. Seems like it's a 50-50 deal. Sometimes it goes for you, and another time you hit it into the net just by inches. And the Titans take a 4-3 lead as Dobbins hit it into the net off the return of the serve. And Emily Van Horn, the senior libero for Lorain, doing a good job serving here. Her team leads 4-3. Ford dinked right back at her. Sydney Patterson. The Titans have scored 4 consecutive points. They take a 5-3 lead. It's their biggest lead early in game 3.
That's in, yeah.
A point for the Titans. They lead 6-3.
Ace.
Thanks. I had messed up my score sheet. I was trying to fix that. Game 1 for everybody, Joe.
That's right.
I gave open door the points, and I should have been giving them to Lorain. 6-3 Titans. And that, again, another net cord off the top of the net. Van Horn with 2 of those. And it's 7-3 and an early timeout for the Patriots. So Lorain coming out and taking a 4-point lead early on in game 3. We were tied at 1, we were tied at 3, but since then the Titans with 4 consecutive points have taken a 7-3 lead, and it's going to be a long battle back as they trail 2-0, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, we want to remind you, 2018 Lorain High football discount cards are now available. You can get them from any Titan football player or from Mr. Brian Corey. Those cards are good for Olympia Sports, Denny's, Brown's Bag Burgers, Ziggy's, Scorcher, Crystal Clear Cleaners, Harry Buffalo, Quaker Steak and Lube, Wolfie's, Quiznos, Subway, IHOP, and others. Van Horn. They're just $10.
Quite the deal.
It is. Maybe your fiance will get one of those cards and take me out.
Now they
it goes out of bounds and the point goes to open door.
Sure.
Those are for the people that were watching early on, Joe.
Right. Yeah, you use the card just twice, and it pays for itself. And like I said, it goes to a great cause. It's for the athletics and the football.
You know, and if you took me out to lunch, Joe, you'd only have to use it once, and it would pay for itself.
Well, there you go.
I can eat.
Or I'll use the card, and you can pay.
There you go. Fisk with a double hit. That point will go to open door, and the Patriots now trail 7-5. You know, I thought that was a really interesting early timeout in Game 3 for Dan Stinsman.
Yep.
And his team has responded with 2 consecutive points. His daughter, Kaylee Stinsman, serves it into the net, and the Titans lead 8-5. Serving Crystal Colazo. She's a junior. Off the net, and the point will go to the Titans. They lead 9-5. They've equaled their biggest lead in game 3, and that's up 4 points. Another good serve by Colazo at the point. As unable to pass that ahead was Julian Terrell, the libero for Open Door, and Lorain has their biggest lead of game 3, and that's 5 points. 10-5, they've doubled up the Patriots. Back row, Patriots play it. Dobbins right back to Van Horn. Set, Van Horn from the back row. She'll send it over. Dugout, forward with the set for the Patriots. Van Horn with a beautiful slide and able to keep that alive. She'll send it over. Right now, good defense by both teams. And there's a point for Open Door, the left side of that front row. Putting that one down is the sophomore younger sister of Kaylee Stinsman. That is Maddie Stinsman. 10-6. Lorain with a 4-point lead. Guzman with the serve for Open Door. Played at the middle of the front row by Dobbins. The point is good. 10-7. Lorain's lead is cut to 3. Maria Guzman, a senior for the Patriots. Serving as Open Doors in the light blue jerseys, Lorain in the dark blue. Another point for the Patriots, and it's 10-8. Lorain's 5-point lead is down to 2. It's the opening match, 2018, for the Lorain girls varsity volleyball team. Open Door, one match underway. They lost last night to Black River. You wonder if that's helped them out, Joe, that they were on the floor last night even though they lost.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, early on in the season, I don't think you have to worry about fatigue, but they got some court time.
And that experience, yeah, has to help, especially in these close games that we've had today. Patterson battles with the net, but Dobbins beat her, gets the point. Open Door with 4 consecutive points. They trail 10-9.
Yeah, like I said, that net play tonight for Open Door has just been exceptional.
Yeah, I agree with you. Guzman trying to tie the game 3. Van Horn, no, will send it into the net, and we are indeed tied at 10 as Open Door has scored 5 consecutive points. Our first tie since it was 3-3. Van Horn sends it ahead. Washington to Patterson, and that point goes to the Titans, and that will end the 5-0 run. Lorain regains the lead at 11-10. And even though we're early on in game 3, start to get that feel, Joe, that we're headed for another nip and tuck close game, just like the first 2 were.
Yeah, down to the wire.
Lorain fans hoping for a different result in game 3 than we had in the first 2 games, as Lorain lost both games. Talia Harris serving for the Titans. Ford will send it over, and Sydney Patterson spikes it down. And the Titans lead 12-10 here in game 3. Joe, just good to be back here with you guys on WLCS TV 20 once again. I tell you this all the time, but I really do enjoy volleyball. And earlier in my broadcast career, I had an opportunity to do it. I haven't done it in years, and I'm just happy to be back here doing this again. I love doing this with you guys. Patterson with a spike is good, and Lorain leads 13-10.
We're glad to have you, Rob.
It's always fun to be here. So the
I know the girls appreciate it, and a lot of them watch our broadcasts on Spectrum and especially on YouTube. And yeah, it's a good thing.
13-10 Titans, as they are looking to try to cut this 2-0 lead down to 2-1. Battle at the net. Patterson battling right there. Washington to Sydney Patterson, middle of the front row, dugout by Terrell in the back row. She'll send it back over to the Titans side. Titans lead 13-10. Julissa Williams runs over to play that. Stinsman, the younger one, the sophomore, hits it long and out of bounds. Point Lorain, they lead 14-10.
Well, Lorain answered Open Doors' 5-0 run with a 4-0 run of their own, and we're going to try to make it 5 right here.
That's correct. has been Talia Harris doing a good job serving. Harris with a nice line drive serve. Back row, Open Door has to hit it over this time. They do so. Now Van Horn calls for it. She'll send it back to the Patriot side. And Sydney Patterson there in the middle of the front row puts it down.
And there's 5.
And there's that 5-0 run that Joe was talking about. And Lorain leads 15-10. Substitution for Open Door as Kaylee Stinsman comes back in for the Patriots.
Of course, Open Door is not, you think you might want to call a timeout here, but they called that early one when they were down 7-3, so you only have 1 left.
Sent back row. And putting that down, nice spike there as Emerson Dobbins puts it down. And it's now 15-11 Lorain. In for Open Door, Hannah Otero in for the first time tonight. She came in before that last point. Van Horn gets it to Williams. She'll send it over, blocked at the net by the Patriots. And the spike attempt is going to go way long and out of bounds. And it's 16-11. Lorain by 5. Sydney Patterson, she'll have the jump serve in the 5-point lead, but didn't like how she tossed that up, so she'll get a redo here.
You get 1 of those per service rotation.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Patterson puts it into the net, and the point goes to Open Door. So that's one of those risk-reward deals.
Yes.
When those serves go over, they are almost impossible to return, but so many times it's hard to get them over, those jump serves.
Yeah.
And
she's
now,
got pretty nice form, so hopefully during the regular season she'll be able to perfect that a little bit.
Kaylee Stinsman just came back into the middle of the front row. Important for Lorain to try to get a point and get her rotated out of that front row, Joe. And Williams
right there, you called it.
It's going to be in on the line. And the Titans get the point. They lead 17-12.
Good call there, Rob.
She's still there, she'll rotate after
the
next point, but it is important when she's out there for Lorain to not let Open Door have a lot of serves.
Somebody was in the net.
Yep.
Yes.
And that is going to be forward for Open Door, and Lorain has their biggest lead of any game
of the night,
18-12.
right?
That's correct.
6 points.
As they are getting closer to cutting this 2-game-to-none lead to 2-1.
Now I see if the ladies can close this out.
And sending us to what we're hoping for a 4th game is now Emerson Dobbins is talking with Dan Stinsman, her head coach, wanted him to ask the official something, and whatever it was, Dan Stinsman says okay. He's the head coach of Open Door. Serve forward with the set. Left side of the front row, Kaylee Stinsman dinks it over. And the Titans will not get it over the net in 3 hits. And that gives Open Door the point. It's 18-13. So Lorain's lead is 5. Checking back in for the Patriots, Abby Humphreys, the senior. She's played well, and she's been on the front line. Towards serve.
That's in there.
It is in. That time, I believe that was Janae Harrison with the kill for the Titans, and Lorain leads 19-13.
6 points away.
Game 4, she played at 25. Substitutions for the Titans coming into the lineup. Front row, Aaliyah Thomas. And going back to serve, Amaya Robinson. There's an ace. And she hits it right in front of Maddie Stinsman. 20-13, timeout, Open Door.
That's their second and last.
So the Titans 5 points away from game 4. As Joe shows you, there's a look at the Titan huddle. Assistant coach Cheryl Bancic. Also helping out with Coach Jackson this year, Anita Cruz, Alicia Neely, Serena Rodriguez.
Yeah, it's a good sign. All the girls are very attentive. Even though they're down 2-0, they haven't definitely haven't given up and got a good chance to make this 2-1 and take it to a fourth game, as you mentioned.
Titans lead at 20-13 as they are just about set to come back on the floor. We told you about those football discount cards. We want to remind you that those cards are also good. Besides the places I gave you on the last break, they're good for the OC Spaghetti House, McDonald's, Family Video, Annie Ann's Pretzels, BWW, Marco's Pizza, Domino's, and Yala Pizza. So those are some of the places that you can get those $10 gift cards from any player or Brian Corey. Spike for Stinsman, an open door, and the Patriots get the point. They trail 20-14.
Got to tell you, Rob, we have so many sponsors. The print is so small, you almost need a magnifying glass. There's so many good deals on that.
Yeah. I noticed you've got so many sponsors on it, it takes me 2 breaks to get them in, which is
that
good.
Too. Right.
And there's another point for the Patriots as they try to get their way back into game 3. They trail 20-15, but they still have a long way to go. Titans lead 20-15 here in game 3. You go to 25. Serve to the back row. Van Horn will play it. Third hit, Harrison put it over. Back row for the Patriots. Dobbins sends it over, but wide out of bounds. That will be a point. That will be a point for Lorain. Dan Stinsman giving his team instructions. Lorain leads 21-15. Van Horn to serve for Lorain. Stinsman with the set. Dobbins will send it over. Van Horn from the back row. Set, middle of the front row, blocked right there. A point for open door. As Stinsman was able to get that block off of Janae Harrison, and it's 21-16. The Titan lead is still 5. And Kaylee Stinsman to the back row now to serve. Let's see. Officials calling for a timeout as they come back over to the scorer's table. It's been a couple times we've had that. Had it early on in game 1, Joe. And again here, and as they talk, Sydney Patterson is going to replace Janae Harrison for Lorain.
Not sure what...
Again, we want to remind you that Thursday night, WLCS will be right back here for as Lorain entertains Elyria, a non-conference game that I think everybody always looks forward to, Joe. The 2 longtime rivals will play here, and you always get a good crowd for that one, and you and Jay Ferguson will be here. And should be a good
It's always
sized
spirited
crowd.
when Lorain plays Elyria.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if it's Tiddlywinks.
I was just thinking that. Wow.
I know when I come to Lorain, if I get, I get stopped, I have to show my passport coming from Elyria. Stinsman to serve. Dug out by the Titans. From the back row, sent back over. And Stinsman hits it out of bounds. That point will go to Lorain. They lead 22-16. They are just 3 points away from sending this to a fourth game and cutting the 2-0 lead to 2-1. We said when they fell behind 2 games to none, it wouldn't be easy, but it's still possible.
Sure.
You play 5 games, that's 3 out of 5. And now serving is Crystal Colazzo. Forward with the set, left side of the front row, Dobbins. Dug out very nicely there in the back row by Amaya Robinson. Sydney Patterson puts it back over to the Patriots side. Forward with the set, middle of the front row, Dobbins gets the point, and open door gets the serve down 22-17. But of late, the Patriots and the Titans are trading points, and that's fine for Lorain because they have a 5-point lead with just 3 points to go. Serve goes off of Aaliyah Thomas. Point for open door. They cut the lead to 4 at 22-18.
Okay, now it's our turn.
Well, going back to serve, Abby Humphreys, one of the 6 seniors on Open Door's team. Sends it to the back row. Van Horn plays it. Aaliyah Thomas sends it over. Forward to Dobbins, and Van Horn goes to get that. Nice job, and Sydney Patterson with a spike is going to be good. Titans get the point. They're 2 points away from game 3. 23-18 Titans. Substitution for Open Door. Guzman comes back in. Humphreys comes out. And the Titans are 2 points away from sending this to a game 4. Titans with substitutions. Jalissa Williams back in. And in to serve is Amaya Robinson.
All right. Need 2 points here. We see if we could serve it out.
Robinson line drive serve. Dobbins to the back row. She'll send it over. Emily Van Horn for Lorain. Over to Washington to Williams. Williams with the point. It's game point Lorain. They lead 24-18. And trying to send us to a 4th game will be Amaya Robinson serving. Good line drive serve. Sent back to the Titans side. Battle at the net. Won by Open Door that time. 24-19. But Open Door will have to serve 5 consecutive points just to stay in game 3. And we saw that in the first 2 games. Lorain, with similar deficits, was unable to do so. Set. Sydney Patterson, right side, and that one is going to go long, and Open Door saves 1 game point. They trail 24-20. Serve, dug out by Van Horn. Set, Williams for game 3. Dug out by the Patriots. Ford with the set. Dobbins puts it over middle of the front row. Sent back over by the Titans. Ford with the set. Left side of the front row. Dug out nicely in the back row by the Titans for Jalissa Williams. Dinks it over. Dug out by the Patriots. They're going to have to get it over on this 3rd hit. They're unable to do so. So game 3 goes to Lorain. They had to win it. They did win it. Lorain wins game 3, 25-20. And we're going to game 4 when we come back. Open Door leads 2 games to 1. You're watching Girls Varsity Volleyball, WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
Hi, my name is Tyler Strong. I'm 17 years old and I just finished 12th grade at Lorain High School. I was in the Welding Career Tech Education program. I will tell you that welding is very different and very enjoyable. I wound up into welding my senior year and after my first semester and fell in love with it. It's kind of like an art. It's different every day. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give difficulty of program 6 to a 7. You got to keep doing it until you get it right. I did the very best I could in the welding program and it really paid off. I got admitted to Lincoln Electric Welding School, which is the leader in the world for welding products and equipment. My teacher helped me out and he called and spoke to the manager and got me into the school. My advice to anyone unsure what they want to study, it doesn't hurt to try. If you think you might like welding, take the class, check it out. What I love about welding is you can physically see the results of everything you do. It's all in your hands. I know what I'm doing with my future, and I'm doing it thanks to Lorain High's Welding Manufacturing Career Tech program.
We make Marines who overpower the desire to quit with the perseverance to prevail. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Welcome back. Game 4. Lorain trails 2 games to 1, but they've put themselves back in this match, winning the 3rd game 25-20. Start of game 4. Open Door with the serve and the first point attempt, but Emily Van Horn saves it for the moment, but then it goes into the net off of Aaliyah Thomas. Open Door takes a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, if the Titans were fortunate to pull off his game 4, it'll send us to a game 5, and as you mentioned before, that's plays to 15, win by 2.
Correct. Emerson Dommins serving for Open Door. We have a long way to go to get there, but if the Titans do that, I've always thought, Joe, that when you only go to 15, boy, the start of those games is so important.
Yes.
As Open Door takes an early 2-0 lead, Selmeyer with the kill. Lorain with a block attempt at the net, unsuccessful, and it's 2-0 Open Door here early, game 4. The Patriots lead 2 games to 1, and there's an ace as the Lorain Titans thought it was going to go long and out of bounds. And in the back row, Talia Harris watched it just land in. 3-0 Open Door on the ace. 2018 fall sports season just underway on WLCS TV 20. Joe Bach already going to work at least 3 days this week, probably 4 because you've had soccer, volleyball, and football all this week.
That's right.
Opening week. And Van Horn tries to save that block attempt, can't do so. And it's...
No, I think net. Somebody was in the net.
Into the net for the Patriots,
yes.
Thank you. That net violation gives Lorain the point. It's 3-1.
They needed that.
I would say, even though it's early on in this game, Joe, you don't want to fall behind 4-0 or even more.
Yeah, they don't want to lose that momentum they gained from Game 3.
Agreed. Back row, Open Door plays it. And they'll send it over. Van Horn with a sliding attempt, unable to pass it ahead. It's 4-1 Open Door. Yeah, Joe, opening week, and you're working what?
Yeah.
2 volleyball games, soccer game, the football Friday night over at Midview. A typical week for Joe Bach.
Yeah, geez.
Right side of the front row, hitting it over, but just long out of bounds was Guzman.
Told myself I'm not going to work more than 60 hours in a week, but I'm already, I think I'm violating that in the first week.
4-2. Open Door leads. Lorain's serve goes into the net. Unable to put that one over that time for the Titans is Amaya Robinson. That unforced error gives Open Door a 5-2 lead. Well, Joe, at least you're trying. You set a goal for yourself. You're not going to get there every week. There's going to be an ace off the serve of Haley Selmeyer. It's 6-2 Open Door.
Yeah, this Game 4 hasn't started off like we need here.
No, Open Door with the immediate 3-0 lead, immediately put the pressure on the Titans.
You kind of wondered if they were going to have a letdown after that,
It looks like they have forgotten Game 3 in a hurry and trying to seize the momentum back. Van Horn from the back row. Ahead, Janae Harrison, right side of the front row, dug out by Ford. Guzman with the set, middle of the front row. Kaylee Stinsman with a kill attempt that's dug out by Van Horn. Sent back over to the Patriots. Ford will set it up, and that is going to be Maddie Stinsman, the sophomore younger sister of Kaylee. Puts it over, dug out nicely by the Patriots, but that will fall short of the net. And a point for Lorain. They trail 6-3. Both coaches, second year. Chantil Jackson of Lorain, Dan Stinsman for Open Door. And middle of the front row, Sydney Patterson. They're going to take that away and say an illegal lift on Patterson.
Oh, yeah.
And that will give the point to Open Door.
Yeah, she did have it in her hands a long time.
(7-3) Patriots. Kaylee Stinsman, the senior, back to serve. She has been a force on the front row. She'll put that into the net on the serve. Point will go to Lorain. They trail 7-4.
Yeah, you can see fatigue is starting to set in a little bit with these players early on in the season.
Again, Open Door playing back-to-back nights. For Lorain, this is their first match. So if this wears on, that's a good point, Joe. That could be a benefit to Lorain, possibly. Ford set. Left side of the front row, dug out by Van Horn in the back row for the Titans. Set for Aaliyah Thomas. She'll send it back over. Again, the Patriots set it. They send it back over. Now Lorain goes on the attack, and Aaliyah Thomas hits it out of bounds long. 8-4 Open Door. Joe, I think it's important here that Lorain doesn't find themselves down by much more than this in this Game 4.
Yeah,
they're already down 8-4. They don't want to have to come from behind by a ton of points here in a must-win game. And they'll get a point there as Terrell couldn't pass it ahead. It goes out of bounds, and Lorain trails 8-5. So the Titans trying to stay within striking distance, and they're going back to serve. It will be, can't tell if that's an 8 or a 9. I believe that's Amaya Robinson. Robinson's serve. Ford with the set, left side of the front row, sent back over by the Patriots. Set for Julissa Williams, dug out in the back row by the Patriots. On the third hit, Dobbins will send it back over for the Patriots. Little miscommunication there with Van Horn and Harris, and it goes into the net, and it's 9-5 open door. And until you get experience, Joe, those are the types of things that happen in a game. I think you get miscommunication early in the season, especially with a young team. Talked about how young the Titans are, and there's going to be a point as they dink it over. 9-6. Just joining us, Open Door leads 2-1. They won the first 2 games, 25-21, 25-21. Lorain answered back in game 3, winning 25-20. So 3 very close games to begin the match. Battle at the net, and that will go to Ford and Open Door. They lead 10-6. Kaylee Stinsman comes back into the front row. And going back to serve is Dobbins. She'll send it over. Dug out by Williams. Sent on the third hit by Lorain, but beautifully blocked there by Stinsman and Ford. Point for Open Door, 11-6.
Yeah, we're reaching the danger zone here. You really don't want to go down by any more than 5.
Open Door is not trailed in this game. They took an immediate 3-0 lead. The closest Lorain has been is 2 points at 3-1. That hit was out of bounds wide, and Open Door has doubled up Lorain 12-6. Dobbins to serve. Good line drive serve. Titans from the back row. Collazo off the top of the net. Ford will play it for Stinsman. Middle of the front row, and it's dug out nicely. Nice job digging that out. On the save was Talia Harris, but they can't get it over the net, and that point will go to Open Door. They lead 13-6. And it's a 4-0 run and a timeout for Lorain. Their first timeout of game 4. Lorain's got to have this, trailing 2-1. They trail 13-6. We reminded you of this earlier. We want to do it once again. Joe Bach tells us that Titans support first responders. The football game that's going to be September 21st, 2018. The athletic trainers are going to be selling spirit wear. A portion of those proceeds are going to our local Lorain County Blue Foundation. Please purchase a t-shirt and wear it to the game. You need to do that by September 14th. You can make checks payable to LHS Booster Club. Titans support first responders. And for the sizes and whether you want a t-shirt, long sleeve, hoodie, crew neck, sweatshirt, whatever you want, you got to go to Mrs. Hilko, and you can do the money and order forms into her by September 14th. Very cool, Joe, that the Titans are doing that. And again, proceeds, portions of that go to the Lorain County Blue Foundation. And see Mrs. Hilko in room B100 here at Lorain High School.
Great cause. It's a great tribute they'll be giving them during the game there.
And Open Door now leading 13-6, back serving. Right side of the front row, Williams puts it into the net, 14-6 Open Door. Emerson Dobbins serving for the Patriots. Good deep serve. Emily Van Horn dug it out for Lorain. To Julissa Williams. To the back row, Dobbins. Forward with the set. Left side of the front row, Selmeyer with her kill. It is going to go long, out of bounds. And the lead is doubled up for Open Door at 14-7. And it's going to be Guzman as it went off of her and out of bounds, 14-8. Well, Joe, one thing we know, we can be here all night because looking out there at our 4 officials, I don't think they have to wake up to go to work tomorrow.
No, you're absolutely right.
The gentlemen that are officiating this game, they make Joe and I look young, I'll put it to you that way. Doing a good job out here. And now we're going to get a couple of the officials to talk over. As I noticed that Kaylee Stinsman and her dad were both complaining after the last point And now the two of our 4 officials are getting together here at the net to talk. And going to bring in
the third.
Yes.
Oh, and the other guy he feels left out, so he's going to join them. So
they are talking things over here. As again, it's 14-8 here in Game 4. Open Door with the lead. We want to remind you, and you're watching WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television. You see the 4 officials.
Oh.
Yeah, they're going back to their posts.
Are they going to replay that point?
Yes, they are.
Oh.
So it's a no point, and they'll replay it, and Lorain hits it into the net, and that gives Open Door the point, and they lead 15-7. And Ford will serve. Middle of the front row, set. Sent back over, Janae Harrison for Lorain. Ford now with the set, left side of the front row, Selmeyer. It's blocked at the net by the Titans. Set there by Washington. Jersey Fisk will hit it, and it goes off Dobbins. And Lorain gets the point. They trail 15-8.
Much needed point.
Yes, and a long, long way to go here for Lorain. They've got to start to make a comeback here, Joe, down 15-8.
Yeah, we need some good rallies here.
And going back to serve is going to be Amaya Robinson. One of 3 seniors, her, Emily Van Horn, Sydney Patterson are the 3 seniors on this roster. And that attempt by Open Door on the pass, it goes out of bounds. It gives Lorain the point. The Titans trail 15-9. Robinson sends it over. Stinsman, middle of the front row, off of a Titan, and that's a point for Open Door. They lead 16-9. Just joining us, we're in Game 4. You play 3 out of 5. Open Door leads 2-1. So the Patriots looking to win the match here. Lorain hoping to extend this to a Game 5 if they can come back. Left side of the front row, Maddie Stinsman will get the point off a block of Lorain. 17-9 Open Door. And we're going to get a substitution for the Titans. And Joe, I don't have this number on my varsity roster.
Uh-oh.
And I don't have her on the JV roster either. We do have a freshman, number 7. It's on the freshman roster. Could that be her? Could that be...
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure.
Rivera, possibly? Well, we think it might be Rivera. 18-9 Open Door. We'll get that for next game. Van Horn sends it over. And it'll be sent over by the Patriots. And the point from the back row. Nice hit that time.
Oh, jeez.
By Haley Selmeyer. And Open Door, Joe, leads 19-9.
Rob, I don't want to show my age, but it reminds me of the robot, Danger Will Robinson. It's a 10-point lead here in Game 4 and a must-win for the Titans. So we're going to have to put some points together. Do you remember Lost in Space? No?
I've heard of it. Serve goes long and out of bounds. 1910. That wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of cool for the time.
I'm sure. So going back to serve is Emily Van Horn. And we'll go back to Dobbins. Head to Ford, right back to Dobbins. She'll hit it off the top of the net, and that's going to be a point for Open Door. They lead 20-10 here in Game 4. Kaylee Stinsman to serve. Sends it over. Julissa Williams. Back to Emily Van Horn. Ford with the set. Dobbins hits it, and that is going to be called in. And the point for Open Door. They lead 21-10.
I thought that was out.
Stinsman to serve. Right side of the front row. Fisk will hit it over, but out of bounds. 22-10. Open door 3 points away from the match, and Lorain takes a timeout. Their second timeout of the game. And they have a big deficit here at 22-10. And it gives us an opportunity once again to remind you that Lorain City Schools Television, WLCS TV 20 on Spectrum Cable. You can like Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook. You can win some great prizes. Follow us on Twitter at LCS_TV 20. Check out the YouTube station, Lorain Schools TV 20. You see the Lorain girls team huddling there. Now Joe going down there, showing you the officials and the scores table. Check out Lorain Schools TV 20 on Facebook for your entertainment and informational needs.
Yeah, I started uploading some old stuff. I had a couple requests for some of the old Lorain Sports Hall of Fames. So so they are now up on our YouTube channel. Not that old, but from 2012 to 2018, and I'm working on getting the other ones uploaded. So.
Okay, so you can watch those ceremonies.
You can check out our playlist. So everything's organized by sport and community and different. Yeah, it's really nice.
If you do say so yourself.
I do. Got a lot of compliments because it didn't used to be organized, and then I spent a day and a half moving stuff around.
Kaylee Stinsman with the serve. Well, good for you, Joe. And there's going to be a point for Lorain as coming in for open door is Becca Hale, and she comes in. Open door leads 22-11.
And we got the classics up there too. We've got your buddy Tim Elkhorn from the mid '80s.
The boss, yeah.
Yeah.
And that spike is going to go off of an open door player and out of bounds. Makes it 22-12. Joe, I had it 22-10 when they took the timeout, and now I see a point has come off for open door. So I wonder if that's the case or not. And the Patriots are going to get a point. Is just getting that over the net is going to be Maddie Stinsman.
I think she's excited.
Yes. So they show it at 22-12 now. So we'll say the scoreboard's correct. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you know, if you remember during the timeout, one of the referees officials did come over there and talk to him. So maybe
they took a correction.
Yeah.
It could be maybe a redo like we had earlier. Middle of the front row, the spike goes into the net by Stinsman, the young sophomore. They gives Lorain a point, and they trail 22-13. So open door still 3 points away from the match. Lorain trying to battle back. Still with a long way to go.
Yeah, we need a big comeback here.
22-13. Good serve. Hale digs it out. Ford with the set. Guzman will send it back over to the Titan side. In the back row, Emily Van Horn sends it over off Hale's hands, out of bounds. And it's 22-14.
One at a time.
So Lorain football opens the season Friday at Midview. Joe Bach and crew will have it for you. I know people excited for the Titan football team this year, as they should be. There's a set, middle of the front row. Stinsman puts it back over, dug out by Van Horn. Left side, Julissa Williams. Back to Ford. She'll set up Maddie Stinsman, middle of the front row, dug out nicely by the Titans as they battle here to stay alive. Sydney Patterson puts it back over. Ford again done a good job setting this entire game, and the Titans get the kill, the block, the net, and wait, now Joe, they've changed the score again. They do have open door at 23, so
what?
At some point I was right, and it's 23-15. Opening day for everybody, Joe.
Okay, I'll go along
we
with
said that earlier?
Yes.
Middle of the front row. The spike is going to be good. Sydney Patterson, it's 23-16. Titans trying to battle their way back.
Yeah, they've got a big mountain to climb here, but I am impressed that there's no give up in the team.
Absolutely. Serving, Talia Harris. Good line drive serve. Guzman to Ford. Middle of the front, middle of the net, and cross court with the kill. Emerson Dobbins, so they're going to say she was into the net. They take it away. She was. She hit the net. Went in. Take that point away. Give it to Lorain. So instead of match point, the Titans are down 23-17.
8 more.
I'm impressed with your mathematical skills, Joe. Titans serve that
It's
one,
in.
and that's going to be just long.
Oh.
And it's match point.
Sorry.
You crack me up, Joe. Like I always say when we do these, it's hard to tell here who you're rooting for.
Oh, I'm a homer.
Match point for the Patriots. Van Horn to keep it alive, cannot do so, into the net. And the Open Door Patriots defeat Lorain in 4 games. And Open Door evens their record at a game apiece, and Lorain will drop to 0-1. And Open Door wins it 25-21, 25-21, 20-25, and 25-17. Well, not the results that Lorain wanted on opening night, Joe, but this young team, they will improve as the year goes on. We'll see how they do once they get into Lake Erie League play, but tonight, Open Door beats them in 4 games, and the Titans go to 0-1 on the season.
Well, we'll say, Rob, you were in mid-season form tonight.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Great to be here with you. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it. Again, Open Door wins in 4 games, and you've been watching Girls Varsity Volleyball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.